It's funny how quickly things can change. One moment, everything is perfectly fine, just a regular evening with a guest over at my place. And the next, well, the next, we were running for our lives. But let me start from the beginning. It was just a casual night in. My friend was staying over and we were supposed to just catch up. Nothing strange, until I suggested we watch something on the old TV in the basement. The basement isn't used much. It's cold, dim, and I usually avoid it, but it had a vibe that seemed perfect for a horror movie marathon. The basement was dusty, filled with old furniture covered in sheets. The air was musty, thick with the smell of something long forgotten. But once the lights flickered on, we settled down on the old couch, the screen illuminating the dark room. We were laughing at some ridiculous horror movie, but then the power went out. At first, I thought it was just the storm outside. There had been warnings about high winds, but then I realized something strange. The lights didn't just flicker out, they cut out, as if someone had flipped a switch. The room went pitch black, complete silence. I stood up to check the breaker box, but before I could even make it to the stairs, I heard a sound. Not the creak of the house, not the wind, but something heavy, something dragging, like nails on the floorboards above us. I froze, my heart skipping a beat. What the hell was that? My friend asked, his voice shaky. I don't know. Stay here, I whispered, as I slowly made my way to the stairs, my hand gripping the railing. But then, I saw it. A shadow. It was just there, hanging by the edge of the staircase, lingering. At first I thought it was just my mind playing tricks, the absence of light causing my eyes to play games. But no, it was real. I saw it move. I ran back down to my friend, but by the time I turned around, the shadow was already gone. And the house, it felt different now. The air was thick, pressing in on me. It was as if the house knew we were there, as if it had been waiting for us. I grabbed my phone, but the screen was black. No signal, no connection to the outside world. Let's go upstairs, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. We needed to get out of the basement, away from whatever was making those sounds. But as we climbed the stairs, I heard something else, scratching at the door. But it wasn't from the other side. It was coming from inside the wall, a slow, methodical scraping, like claws dragging across wood. That's when we realized something was wrong, something deeply wrong. The door to the hallway was locked, but we hadn't locked it. We couldn't have. And as I tried to open it, I noticed the knob had changed. It was old, rusted, but the metal glinted in a way it shouldn't have. It looked fresh. We managed to open it, and we rushed into the hallway. I swear to you, when I looked back at the basement door, it was no longer where it should have been. It had shifted. The entire layout of the house had changed. We tried to make our way to the front door, but no matter which way we went, we found ourselves in the same hallway, the same dark space we'd been in before. The house had shifted, and I could hear those nails again, that dragging sound, but closer now, almost at our heels. Panicked, I ran toward the back door, yanking at the knob. It was stuck. I could feel my guest behind me, his breath shallow, terrified. And that's when I heard it, soft breathing behind me, close, so close that I could feel the hairs on my neck rise. I turned around slowly, afraid to look, but I had to. What I saw still haunts me. It was a figure, but not human. Its skin was pale, paper thin, stretched tight across its bones. Its eyes were wide, empty sockets, and its mouth was cracked in a grin that was far too wide for any person to have. Its hands, long and bony, reached out toward me, nails scraping against the wood as it inched closer. I grabbed my friend's arm, pulling him toward the front door again. This time, it opened, but outside wasn't what I expected. The world outside was wrong. It was dark, twisted, like the house had dragged us into a place where time and space didn't exist. The trees outside, barren and gnarled, looked like twisted fingers reaching toward the sky. We ran, heart pounding, until we were far from the house. But even now, when I close my eyes, I can still hear the dragging, the whispering, and sometimes I swear I feel it, something watching me, waiting for the right moment to pull me back in. And that house? It's still there, on the edge of town, waiting for someone else to step inside.